To make it clear that Sheila Ford, Lions organization, I know you guys probably are watching it, but if you were, this is the most loyal fan base on earth. There's no question about it, all right? I talk to these fans every day. They are great. They're awesome, okay? So I want to make it clear that what I'm saying here is because I believe this is what's best for the organization, because our fans do deserve a winner, and I know you realize that, so that's great. Because no question, undoubtedly, I know fan bases, but this is the best one. This is the best one. Every year we come back, we support like crazy. This is the best fan base. I want to make that clear. All right, let's get into the letter. Hopefully you guys enjoy.
Yo, I got to shout out DoseOfDion, man, because it was actually the first time I went live on YouTube. And, you know, guys don't know DoseOfDion. He put out a lot of good content for the Detroit Lions.
Oh, hey. Didn't see you there. Sheila, this is a letter to you. Because I've heard that a lot of people have been writing you letters recently. People have been writing you letters telling you about certain coaches they want you to hire, certain players they want you to draft, and all that great stuff. But they're putting you in a really tough position there because they're being so specific with it. So I won't even be that specific. But Sheila Ford Hamp, this is my letter to you. This is my letter of what I think the Lions need to do to put themselves in the best position for the Lions' future, to give us the best chance at winning for a long time. Because I know that's exactly what you want. You want that consistency. You understand what it takes to be a winner. I've heard a lot of things come out of your mouth that I completely agree with, and now I think it's about action. Okay, you talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? And I think what you need to do is make sure you take the first step in the right direction, because I personally believe that it all starts its way at the top and it works its way down. And I think we've seen that, because if you don't have consistency up there, you'll never have it on the field. Ford Hamp, it is the holiday season, so after I've just finished writing my letter to Santa Claus, I'm now going to give you my virtual letter. This is my video letter to what I really would like to see for this offseason. And again, I'm not going to be completely specific with it. I could easily be specific with it, but I don't want to be. I don't want to put you in that situation, because I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I don't know what's possible and what's not possible. But I can tell you what you should look for, because this isn't something that I'm basing on pure feeling, pure gut feeling. I mean, you know, that's part of it. But it's mainly based on the history of the Detroit Lions and simply just the facts of the Detroit Lions history and, you know, what's worked and what hasn't. And we've seen it recently. We've seen it throughout our entire history of what works and what doesn't work. So what do you need to do, Sheila Ford Hamp, as the owner? Let me first say congratulations on getting the new job as the owner. I think that is very awesome, and I am very happy for you. And I also think you've been doing things the right way, bringing in tons of different guys for interviews, because you want to get a good feeling of everybody that is out there. And I really do respect it. I think that is great. But it's about action. Who are you going to hire? And I know you got a long time to decide this, so that's why I want to put the video out now, because it is almost Christmas time, and I don't want to be late on my letter, because I want to see if I can get it this offseason. But the person that you should hire, I'm going to keep it simple. It's someone that knows what they're doing. Now, I'm talking GM, head coach, both, whatever it may be. Maybe if your head coach is your GM, I don't know how you're looking to do it. But we got to get guys that know what they're doing. We have to get guys with that experience. We have to get guys that can show me a resume and tell me what has been done. So you guys have pointed out the fact that it's a factor but not a prerequisite. And I think that's great to not, put away what's possible, what's not possible. Because you know what? Everybody can hit. Anybody could be successful. But you as well as I both know that this team is not a good team. This is not a playoff team. That's why you fired Matt Patricia during the season, because this team is not very good right now. And unfortunately, it's the same issues we've had for the entire time that Matthew has been here. No running game and a bad defense. I mean, aside from 2014, we haven't had anything. And really, we've never had a running game, not in any of those years where we finished top half in the league. So with that in mind, with the fact that we really struggle to play defense and run the ball, yes, it's going to be difficult to fix it on one offseason. And look, we're eliminated right now, so we might as well get started. It's going to be very difficult to fix it in one offseason, because guess what? We haven't been able to fix it in over a decade. We haven't been able to fix the running game since Barry Sanders. But I think the way you fix these things is first off by recognizing what is going right, what is working. Main part is you have to bring in a guy that can do that. First thing you need to do when you look for a guy, this is the first thing you need to look for in a candidate, in my opinion. This is, I think, what's best for the Detroit Lions, is look at a guy that can show you a resume of his history at the position with the experience of a coach, of a GM, either one. And he needs to be able to show you where it worked, how he was successful, how his system worked. It seems like at some point we're not even hiring guys that have that. We're just hiring guys that sound cool. They sound nice. It sounds great. Hey, look, Patriots are good. Let's go hire this guy. This is what this is what this guy recommended, so I'm going to go hire him. This is your first time as the full owner here, so it's your first opportunity, so I won't put that on you. I'm not going to say you're just like everybody else. But I will say that has been an issue with the Detroit Lions is, well, hiring guys that don't know what they're doing. And frankly, they don't have the experience, and they haven't been able to show you that, hey, what I'm going to do is going to work here. What I am preaching is going to work here because it's worked before. We keep bringing in guys that can't do that because guess what? I don't know if it's going to work or not. They know about it as much as you do. They're hoping it works, but it may not work. They're not sure. That's why the cycle keeps continuing. You realize that the problems with the Lions have been the same for a long time now? Those problems haven't changed. Your defense is bad and you can't run the ball. The only thing that you have that's been consistent is your quarterback play. That's it. Just because you haven't been able to fix it doesn't mean it's no longer the issue. It's still the issue, and we all can understand that that's still the issue. Because you won't go anywhere if you can't run the ball or play defense. And I think you realize that, which is great. I think you do. I really believe that you do. Everybody that steps in here can realize that that's an issue with the Lions. But I don't want a guy that can tell me what the issue is. I don't want a guy that's going to step in and say, hey, you guys can't run well. You guys can't play defense. You guys can't run well. You guys can't play defense. And then you hire that guy. Because I can tell you that. At this point, what you guys are hiring is guys without that experience. You're hiring guys without that on the resume of showing you, hey, I've been successful here and there. And you're hiring guys that are just telling you what the problems are. I can do all that. So why am I not a candidate? You need to hire a guy that can not only tell you what the issues are, but tell you how to fix them. Tell you his plan to fix them. But I don't want to just hear your plan. I don't want to just hear words. I want to see action. I want to see your history. Hey, don't tell me what you can do. What did you do? The Lions have continued to be the training ground of the NFL. And in certain places, it's been fine because they found success there. We are not finding success there. So, Sheila Ford, as your first opportunity as the owner of the Lions, be different. And this is your opportunity to be different. The most success the Lions have had in their history are interim head coaches or head coaches with former experience as a head coach. That's your most successful in history. I'm not talking 2000. I'm talking your entire history as a franchise. As the Detroit Lions, that's where you've been most successful. I'm not pulling this out of a random place and just saying, well, here, just take it because this is what's going to work, and I believe it, and you should believe me, and just, that's it. I'm telling you this based on facts, that has been the issue with the Detroit Lions. And we know there's been tons of issues on the field. And you know, as well as I know, that consistency needs to be at the top to make sure it happens on the field. You want that stability. You know all the good teams have it. You put it in your dang open letter. So I know that you know that I know. That you know. I know that you know. Oh, it's about, can we get a guy that not only understands the issues, but can fix them? I get it. This dude can tell me what the issue is. Awesome. I can tell you that issue. It takes a quick Google search what the issue is with the Detroit Lions. But can you fix it? And not can you, how will you fix it? When did you fix it? Jim Caldwell was one of your most successful coaches. And I don't want to go back there. I want to move on. I didn't think it was great. But I will tell you this. He knew what he was doing when he stepped in day one. And it helped him out a lot. Because that first year, which was his best year, he had already been a coach before. He knew when he stepped in day one, here's how I'm going to do things. Here's how you run a team. Here's how you run a practice. Why are we a team that continues to struggle, but yet we keep bringing in guys that don't know that? What qualifications are these guys having to meet before they get hired if you don't have to know how to run a practice? You're an NFL coach and you can't run a practice? You're trying to figure out where to put stuff? I can do that. But what about a guy that can show you, hey, what I've done, it works. And here's my resume to back it up. Show that to Matthew. Let me ask you this. What if Matthew Stafford, no matter what coach you bring in, what general manager you bring in, he decides that he wants to go elsewhere this offseason? Obviously, you're not going to force him to stay here, so you decide to move him. Now, who do you want the next guy to be when you move him, right? Do you want your guy to be someone that's done it before? Maybe he's had experience looking for a quarterback, experience as a coach, experience as a general manager. Or do you want it with guys that have never done it before, and now you have lost the only piece of consistency on the field that you've had for a decade? The only piece of consistency that you can rely upon is now gone. And now you don't even have that in the front office in terms of general manager and head coach. See, the cycle keeps continuing. The cycle continues, and it keeps repeating itself over and over and over. It's really not that complicated. The reason it keeps cycling over and over is because it's the same process. What happens is the Lions, they fire their coach. So they bring in a new head coach, someone that's never done before. So the first year, he's getting rid of players. He's feeling it out. He's trying to figure out everything. The second year, he's bringing in his guys. And then the third year is that prove it year. And then all of a sudden, that third year, it's not good enough. So we fire that head coach. Maybe it's the fourth year. You fire the head coach, and the next guy comes in. He has the same thing where, hey, wait, no, I got to get my players. I got to figure out who wants to be here, who doesn't want to be here. Maybe there's locker room issues. And then all of a sudden, the cycle just keeps repeating itself. The closest thing we got to the cycle really stopping was Jim Caldwell. But I think the issue again there was that you started 1-7, so you fired your general manager, and Bob Quinn is the guy that brought in Matt Patricia. If you never fired your GM, Jim Caldwell could still be here. He really could still be here. Was that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I don't know, but he could still be here. That's the closest we got to ending this cycle. Jim Caldwell did have that experience. Not a great experience, but he had it at least. That was the closest you've been to ending this cycle. I just explained Matt Patricia's tenure, but I basically explained a lot of coaches' tenures with the Detroit Lions. It's really Wayne Fonts. I've just explained all of their tenures, basically. Instead of showing Matthew, hey guys, look, we hired this dude. We believe in his plan. We believe in his... No. I don't want to know what you believe. I don't want to know what you hope. I don't know what I want to think, because that's not a strategy. A strategy is bringing in a guy that knows, that's done it, been there, done that. That's your best opportunity. It's been that historically. I believe that is the best chance for the Lions to get this thing back on track, because I don't think it's going to happen in a year. Maybe it can. Not many people can fix this in a year. One guy can, but I'm just saying, with that in mind, with the Stafford situation in mind, we're not sure what's going to happen here. We need a guy that's going to be a leader. Do you really want to bring in a guy that's never coached before or been a general manager before and have him make your decision on your franchise quarterback, the only thing that's been consistent? Because I tell you what, you take that out of the picture, we are the Jets. And how do I know that? Well, facts. Last year without him, 0-8. That's facts. That's not myth. That's not hope. That's not this is what I believe. That's facts. We lost every game without him. That's who we are. We are the Jets, maybe 0-16 again without him. That's the only reason this team isn't hot garbage, because they are hot garbage. He just covers up some things to make it close. But right now we're starting to see some games aren't even close anymore. I mean, we are getting blown out this year. I know we both know there's issues here. But I'm tired of hearing, here's the issue. I know the issue. You know the issue. We all know the issue. We don't need tissues. We need someone that can fix it and that can tell me, here's how I fix it. Here's how I've done it. Look at my resume. When your resume looks like this, we got a problem. We got a big problem. Sheila, we got a problem. We keep hiring guys with the resume looking like this. And we're saying, this is what we're relying on. Hope. We hope this is going to work. We hope that these players are going to do what you say. Instead of, oh, it happened here, 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 and here. It worked. We need experience. If you're going to turn around a complete mess, you need a guy that knows what he's doing, that's done it before, that can tell you, that can get players to believe that, hey, I've done this. You can go look at my history. I've ran a team. When I step in day one, I know what I'm doing. I know the coaches I'm hiring. I know how to run a practice. This isn't going to be a feeling out process. I know what I'm doing. Whether you like it or not, not everybody will be happy. Not every fan is going to be happy when we make a hire. But guess what? No matter who you hire, no one's going to be happy. There's going to be people unhappy. Guess what? No one's going to care if you're winning games. And lately, we haven't been doing that, so everybody cares. But you know the majority of fans voted for getting Matt Patricia before we hired him? And look where we're at. Put the blinders on. You're the owner of this team. I want you to make the decision. For your time, Sheila, I appreciate it. I know you're probably not seeing this, but I don't know. Can we try to push this thing? Good luck, Sheila. I think you could be a great owner. You have the potential. I believe in you. Are you kidding me right now? I had to put my helmet on for this one. Are you kidding? Look at this. Look at all these members. What? Yo, hey, shout out to all the members, man. Look how many All-Pro members there are. Like, literally, it's the whole screen, dog. This is crazy. The patrons, of course, the Hall of Fame members, man. Y'all got the gold color. It's kind of yellow, but it's supposed to be gold. Shout out to all the members, man. If you want to be a part of this, all you got to do is join the channel. But there are perks that come with it. Stay locked in the community tab if you are a member, because that's where a lot of information comes out. I appreciate all of you. What?